So we are back in Chiang Mai, or still in Chiang Mai, I should say. Again, hanging out with our friend just in another little bar that he knew about and watching the world go by. And I think it's a big part of Chiang Mai is finding cool little hidden places and cafes, and that really is that is the best thing with Chiang Mai, isn't it? It's finding the cool little places,
cafes and bars, and just sitting and watching the world go by, watching people taking their Instagram shots. And
yeah, I mean, it's got to be the cool cafe capital of the world. There is so many, and I'm sorry, Melbourne and places like that. But really, I know this is people probably don't believe me if you haven't been here, but if you have and you've been to a lot of these places, you'll know what I'm talking about. There are dozens of cafes that, if they were in Brisbane, would be the best cafe in Brisbane.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got the delicious food, like Luke was then just enjoying a Michelin star khao soi on just a street restaurant. It wasn't an enclosed fancy restaurant, and it was like $4. It was amazing. But yeah, back to the cafe scene again. Like the fit outs and everything are just out of this world, and all so different.
Even this cafe here was not far from where we live, but it's just down a side street, and you'd never know it was there. And there was hardly anybody in there, so maybe people don't know it's there. But just incredible. And when we say incredible cafe, it's not just the fit outs. The coffees are absolutely on point. It's just such a big coffee scene here, and they just do their fit outs so incredibly well.
Yeah, definitely some of my favourite coffees in the world. Just some really, really different combinations as well, not just like your typical flat white, latte, piccolo, all of those. They do some amazing filters and coffee cocktails, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're a coffee lover like us.
We also have always loved Thailand for your ability just to walk around streets and just never know what you're going to see around the next corner. Here we are, we're actually going from one cafe to a bakery we'd been told about, and we thought we'd just do it on foot just to see what we could see. And that's one thing I'd highly recommend in Chiang Mai, is don't always grab it everywhere. If you get the chance and it's only a couple of kilometres, walk it, because you'll just have a great adventure.
Yeah, you meet some really cool people. We met a little girl on our way through here who came and said hi at the gate. But yeah, definitely exploring. That's why you travel, so that you see different things. This was the cutest bakery. It had all the Christmas European feels going on inside, and so many delicious baked goods.
One thing, again, it's hard to sometimes describe to our friends back in Australia, that when you see baked goods in places like Thailand or even, Penang and things like that, they're real. Like it's real pastry that someone's made, and they're just so much better.
Yeah, that has the taste of homemade, grandma's cooking.
Yeah.
This is another cafe that our friends recommended as well. It was a Mars cafe, so everything is themed like you're on your way to another planet and then in Mars. So we thought that would be really cool for Luke to hang out in whilst I got some work done, and this was basically at opening, and it was already full of people trying to get their social media shots. It's very different, very cool.
And that's the other thing, when you got so many cool cafes and bars, the Instagrammers are everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go or when you go, someone is getting their boyfriend to take a photo of them. When I say a photo, I really mean 100 photos. And then telling their boyfriend, no, do this, do that, do the other. It's hilarious, but it's just so many.
It's fascinating to watch. This one was a whole nother level though. People were actually dressed up in different outfits and things. And I can't even remember. Oh, this is one of the favourite cafes that we did go to quite often.
So after Chiang Mai, we actually had our friends from Penang who were staying in Phuket, so we thought we'd duck down and just say hello for a couple of nights on our way back to Penang, and it turned out that they were staying in a resort on Coconut Island, which is an island about half a kilometre off Phuket Island. So rather than go straight back to Penang,
get to jump on a boat and head on over to Coconut Island and hang out.
I have to admit, we haven't done a lot of resort travel in our lifetime, but it started to grow on us, I think.
I think there'll be a lot more of it in our future.
And of course, doing it by yourself is great, but doing it with friends, so particularly when you've got kids or a kid and they've got kids, it just makes life, I don't know, a lot more fun and a bit easier as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically gate crashed 2 holidays, one in Chiang Mai, one in Phuket, and loved them both. We got great friends.
And just like that, we're getting on a boat and heading back to go from one island to another island, to jump on a plane to fly back to our other island. Good thing it was a short boat trip, because Tess does have a tendency to get a little bit seasick, but no problems this time.
No, I just know to get on the boat right before we leave and to stay with some fresh air. I'm usually pretty good.
And that wraps up our time in Thailand. So time to head back, and we got back home smoothly.
Yep. And I had this amazing birthday present waiting for me.
And a wonderful storm. So that concludes our trip to Thailand. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.